Hey, hello, greetings everybody. It's me, Chris Oliver. Gonna walk through the Sunday assignment. Sunday. First, let me go ahead and download this. And right away, I'm going to slow click my Mac. I think PCs allow this too, so I can change my file name. Okay, there it is. First thing I always want to do is be unique because thank you guys, I get a lot of these assignments and I would never want to confuse yours. All right, I've already opened the tab for week 5, assignment 2. Gosh, I know I write a lot. I don't know whether to apologize or not, but I will. But I also create the outline. I don't know if you've seen it, so I'm going to go ahead and click right down to step 1. And there it is. So the first part of this, this is an important thing this week because we're going to add to the style element. Let me open this with my text editor, BBEdit. I'm on the Mac. And I'm going to go ahead and collapse the outline and arrange my screen real estate a little bit here because there's going to be some editing going on. Okay. You know what? First, I think I'll stop. One of the instructions were to take a look and look at the comments in the code. So I'm going to minimize that, and I just want to talk about screen real estate. So I don't know how you work. I'm not sure, but there's the code, and then when you double click, of course, there's the browser view. I often like to put these side by side, and as I had asked, how do you copy and paste? If you're good at Control C or Command C if you're on a Mac and Command V, you're golden because that saves you so much time. So the first thing I want to definitely do is look at the code. You guys shouldn't trust me so much. Let me see if this validates. I try my best, but I cannot say I'm error-free by any means. So the first thing I'm going to do is let me check this file, make sure it validates. I have been known to make mistakes. Yay, green. Something about that green that pleases me. All right, so the first thing it said is to go ahead and update the comments, read the comments. Mine are appearing in purple. I want to say something about the comments. Only this and the dash arrow. So the left arrow, exclamation point, dash or hyphen, and then the hyphen close arrow. That's what's required. This, anything in between here, that is all just decoration on my part. I'm going to go ahead, now that I know this file validates, I'll go ahead and it says to change the title. And I don't have to change my email because it is mine. And I also thought I'll take just a quick moment to show you about my browser. In all of this, I can, next to the line numbers, one of the things I can do is fold the elements. So here I can fold the whole HTML document if I want to, just by clicking on that. That becomes really useful. Let's say you want to collapse the unordered list and get it out of your way. As your code gets longer and longer, this becomes pretty useful. And this is where I can also check to make sure that my body is nested correctly. And I can collapse the body. There it is. It appears before the HTML. And I can also collapse the head section. You know there are 2 sections in an HTML document, the head and the body. Those are the only 2, and you want to make sure that there's nothing, no other tags. And as I say that, I do see the error in my ways. I have my comments outside of that. Comments are unique, so they don't really matter, but you know what? I really don't like it. So while I'm preparing this, you don't have to do this. I'm going to move this comment by choosing Command or Control X. What X does is it not only cuts, but it also copies at the same time. So then I can Command Control V and paste it in there. I just want to put that in there. So now that comment is in the head. I like that better. And I'm going to do the same with the body. I'm going to move that. Exit out, Control X. I'm saying Control because most of you are on PCs. but smack people know it's Command. So there you very much can distinctly see the two sections. I got the head section, I got the body section, and it's all wrapped in the HTML. Now I don't indent the head or body because they are busy enough. I think I mentioned somewhere in the notes that you can kind of collapse the body section all together because we are going to start the next part. And let me expand my outline, go to step 2. Step 2 says to add the style. I know the temptation is definitely to copy and paste it. No harm, no foul there, but definitely know what you're typing. And sometimes when you're typing over the Mac, actually often, and the PC, and you're typing into this, it leaves weird quotation marks. Oh, did I do that right? I sure did. Head. Why is that not turning colors? Do you see my error? I think it's because, so I'm going to start, what? I have no idea what happened there, but it didn't turn blue right away. I think because I don't know why it didn't. So, you know what, I'm going to back up over that because that made me nervous. I don't know why my colors changed like that. So here I am. I have what we've been typing all along here. The opening of the head, the title, the meta, and here's the close of the head. In between that, I'm going to add one of our first of a couple elements inside the head. And when I open it, I'm going to close it right away. You know what? I don't know why it's not changing color. I think it's just going to wait for me. I'm going to go ahead and put in there it went. As soon as I put a keystroke inside of the style element, it changed. That was freaking me out. I don't want to restart the video. I'm going to open the left curly braces. How often do you get to use these things? And I'm going to type. Those of you who don't like to type, no problem. Font, whoop, and I shouldn't be typing so late at night. 40 pixels. I see color is misspelled here. And font family, Tahoma, semicolon. And really this is, again, the style is up to you, but make it neat. And I close the style, so that's great. So I'm going to Control or Command S, and that saves it. And right away, I want to see what that does. Oh, I closed it out here. Let me open it again. Look at that. It changed my heading 1 to this navy blue color. Yay. You get a kick out of me using the Dewey Decimal System? All right. Some observations. Let's go to step 3. Again, this is the abbreviated. So now it says, go ahead and paste the entire H1 selector. This is called a selector. And just like the style tag can collapse, the selector can collapse. So it said go ahead and paste it below itself. Let me do my screen real estate again here. And close my tab. All right, so below itself. So I'm going to copy this whole thing. Command C, space, Command V. And put it as H2 instead of H1. The more you copy and paste, the more efficient, the better your game, but be careful not to copy errors. Sometimes that can really happen. Change the H2 color to one of your choice. All right. There's a secret with hexadecimals. It's red, green, blue. The first two numbers are red, so I'm going to choose 3, any numbers 0 to 9, and letters A through F. All right, 3. Let's go pure red. So all the other colors are muted. It's just 3. All right, change the pasted selector to H2 instead of H1. Check. Change it. Change H2 color to one of your choice. I just went with solid red. There's my hexadecimal. Got to have that asterisk in there, or that hashtag in there. That is a good book. We are only using, I didn't go, change the font size to 30 pixels. There we go. And then keep the font family for now. Great. Now I'm going to Command S, pop over here and refresh. I see no red. Do you? Red, green, blue. You see any red? You know what? I'm going to go for the chart. Oh, red. Oh, I probably should have used a letter. Gotcha. Not the number. Let's see. FF, Command S, back to there. There it goes. So I changed all the H2s. So what's the difference? In the Thursday assignment, you had to go into the body and you had to apply this style inline. For each one of these, you had to go style equals and then type all of those things. But now I just typed it, and there was the heading here and the heading here and the heading here. I just typed H2 once and it affected all of these. Let's move on. So exciting. All right, let's go to style 3 changes. Oh, no, we're on style 4. Modify the styles. So in this one, I'm asking you to modify the font family. Here's the font family. And 2 new properties, letter spacing and text align. Modify the font family, then add the 2, and what was it? In the H2 selector. So the font family, are we going to use Trebuchet? Did I insist? All right. Treb. And again, see those quotation marks here? They are not the same as these quotation marks here. So be careful when you copy and paste. You get an error, look at your quotation marks first. And I'm going to add the new one. The new property, letter spacing. Boy, 2 pixels is pretty dramatic, but let me do it. And let's flush all of this stuff, justify, in the center. I'm going to Control S and refresh. There they went. Is that Trebuchet? I guess it is. You know what? When I saw that you guys used in your week 1 and I like it, I might have to change this. But I just wanted to illustrate that this is a 2-word Trebuchet space MS. So when you have a 2-word font, you go ahead and put it in the single quotes. But let me do the Papyrus, papyrus, just for a second. I like papyrus. Do you know what? I want to undo that. So I use Command Z. So of course, a lot of you are using your Control S. Your Control C, your Control V. If you haven't added Control X, very powerful. And the next one is Control Z. That will undo work. And boy, do I use that one a lot. And Control S for Control Save. There we go. Back to what it was. And it's centered. Great. Is that it? Save again. Now it's your turn. Is step 5. Create a new CSS for the paragraph. All right. So a new CSS style rule, paragraph. Open the curlies and close. So I like to do it in pairs like that, so I'm sure I open and close correctly. All of them go into this one. I'm still keeping it in here. I'm not creating. I think that's one of the biggest errors is people tend to recreate the style. So if they want to do the paragraph, they open the style again. No, you just put it all inside that one. You nest all of your properties inside the one style element. So let me try this. It says, just keep adding, press the selector, and I'm hoping you understand my language. No. Add at least 5 properties. See the list. If you're going to change the background color, be sure to, okay, you know what? You tempted me. I'm going to change the background color. And where is that still open? Oh, let me refresh. The background color, something dark, and then I'm going to make the text lighter. Let's go with a pretty browser save. Hashtag 0000033 semicolon. And then I'm going to change the color of the text to white. There's a certain amount of common colors you can just type out the word for, and white and black are one of them. There's a few more, but FFFFFF is, of course, white. Let me Control S there and show you what I've done with just the 2 of them so far. So I've changed all of the text to be blue, navy blue in the back, and white text. You know, I don't like how squished it looks, so I'm going to add some padding. Padding on the top, I'm going to go 10 pixels. Padding on the bottom, I'm going to go with 10 pixels. Save it, refresh it. See how that added some top and bottom? Padding on the left, 10 pixels. Padding on the right, 10 pixels. Control S. Refresh. So that added some padding. I don't know if I love it, all honesty, but I'm going to move on. It's just demonstrating. Now, this padding top and bottom, do you see how I repeated myself again and again and again? Let me show you the shortcut. I'm going to delete all of that. Back to what it was. And this is the shortcut. So in the property padding, I have 4 possible values. The top margin, 10 pixel. The bottom margin, the right margin, 10 pixels. The bottom, 10 pixels. And the left, 10 pixels. Save it. Refresh it. Refresh it. Oh, it's not working. Do you see why it's not working? I'm like, wait a minute. Come on, come on. Do you see it? Why isn't it working? Maybe you saw it as I typed it. One thing doesn't work, the whole thing might not work. There we go. But then there's even a shorter cut. Why do I have to type out 10, 10, 10, 10, 10? If you just put padding, colon, 10 pixels, it knows to put that wrapping around it all. Put it around. Oh, you don't see anything change because I said around it all. 20. Okay. You know what? And I'm going to make the font size. Let's go with a nice, I'm getting blind these days, so I'm going to go with 16 pixel. I swear the internet's getting smaller and smaller fonts. And last but not least, I think I will do a font family of a nice clean, shall we go with, what's a good font? What's a good font? What kind of fonts do you like? You know what I'm going to do? Just to go through the 2-word idea. Courier, no. You know I like my Courier. Save it. Courier's like that old-fashioned typewriter. So there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I met those specifications? Apply at least 5. Add more of your style. Last code. Add an H3 to an unordered list. Ooh, I torture you guys. All right, where's the unordered list? Here it is. So add style to the H3. Got to add style to this. And the unordered list. That's a lot. Centering bullets looks odd. Oh, don't center bullets. That just doesn't work. We can talk about that another day. Okay, do I tell you how to add style? So I center the bullets. Looks odd. So let me know. Did I ask you how many? Did I not tell you how many styles to add? Well, that's an easy opportunity. Then I'm just going to go ahead and copy one of these old ones. I'll keep all the heading styles together. Change this to H3. I'll change that color to a purple. Red, green, it needs to have some blue to be purple. Font size 50. Trebuchet. I'm going to leave all that stuff in place for you at H3. You didn't say I couldn't. Others. That's not really purple, that's a pink. And then last but not least, boy, I really don't like this paragraph being all navy like that, but it's just for the purpose of fun. And lastly, the unordered list. So for the unordered list, I'll copy this paragraph one. The background color is going to be a very subtle gray. C. What's the most subtle? A would be the most subtle. A. There's 6 of those. And let's get rid of the color to be default. Command S. Refresh it. Oh man, that I don't know if that took background color. Let's go. CC. No, so you know why? I haven't changed this yet. I'm changing the paragraph, but it's being superseded by this paragraph. And I have not closed this. Look at what a mess I've created. UL. Is this one closed? Yes, it's down here. Get it together. Let me go ahead and collapse. Are they all okay? Yes, they're there. I can space them. All right, so the style, all of those are correct. I'll take that extra space out. UL S. Refresh, and there's that. I'm going to go back to the lighter. So do you see how there's all the C's here? You know, there's 6 digits in a hexadecimal. If they all match, you can use a shortcut and just use 3. So CCC. Because 1 C represents 2 C's in each digit. You won't see any color change, but I wanted to change this to A. A very light gray. Not light enough. FFF. That's too light. I went the wrong way in my alphabet. How about A, B, C, D, E, E. There. Not great, but I'm not going to center, because this is what happens when you try to center a bullet. So you cannot, we're going to talk about lists and centering, unless, of course, you could put the text decoration. I just advise staying away for that for now. It's not wrong, but it's just not what you expect it to be. And I'm going to refresh because really an ordered list is meant to be not decorative, but structural. Okay, I think I covered all of it. Now, I might have missed some stuff, so I always urge you, take a look at all right, there it is. If I was going to center everything, I might as well center this. Don't really love that these are centered. Center text can be great, but you got to do it in balance. I'm no artist here. But yeah, that's what you would save and send back to me, I believe. But let me go into the rubric and make sure. All right, Chris is going to grade me on the title, name, and email. Yes, I changed all of those. Structural of HTML. Oh, does it validate? I'm saving it. Going back to the validator. The validator. Double click and a check, please. Oh, phew. I doubt myself. It's like a game. It's the gamification of coding when you see that green. All right, I did that. H1, H2 practice added as described in the assignment. No errors in the embedded style. None that I can see. And none that I can see. We are going to talk about validating your CSS in a different validator. Read ahead if you'd like. Paragraph style with 5 properties and more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's another good property I use a lot? Padding, margin. These are some of the biggest ones. Padding, definitely font size, definitely font family. Text align you use a lot with paragraphs. It's not a good idea to full justify anything. All right, let me move on. Both H3 and UL. There's the UL styled. And indeed, I did not give specs. That is not very specific, Christine Oliver. And submitted answers to each of the questions. Oh, what were the questions? Now explain. There's the do your side. Did you find using bet? Okay, so I'll let you do that. I validated, checked out the rubric. We're good to go. That was for you. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. So here now we have embedded styles. We really did not at all even work in the body at all. We just worked inside the head. Let me collapse everything. There's the head. It does feel weird to keep repeating head, body all the time. There's the body. But I'm going to go into the body. And last assignment was all about the inline style, and that is when you put an attribute on one of the elements. In this case, I'm going to put the style attribute and value on the H3 element, and I'm going to say background color. Let's go with that light gray. DDD. And I'm going to put a little padding around this. I'm going to say 10 pixels. And that'll be it. I'm going to Command S and refresh. There it is. There's my background on that entire heading. So I just wanted to show you that because I do ask a question. Perhaps. Can you use both? Okay. That's it for me. I have no idea. I just do these videos in one shot. I apologize. Thanks for listening, guys. Email me anytime.